Final conversation. Now, the 17th BRICS Summit is holding in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with focus on global challenges like climate change and healthcare inequality as major obstacles to sustainable development, especially in Africa. With Nigeria participating for the first time as an official BRICS partner after joining the bloc in January 2025, President Bola Tinubu is using the opportunity to make case not just for Nigeria, but for Africa. At the summit, President Tinubu stressed Africa's diverse climate burden, noting its minimal emissions yet severe impact. He aligned Nigeria with BRICS goals for a fairer global system and urged stronger international cooperation to tackle inequality and promote sustainability. Now let's hear from the President.
The African continent is creating the path through the African Carbon Market Initiative and Great Green Wall. We believe that eventually COP30 will strengthen our resolve to strategically embrace a healthy global environment. Nigeria strongly believes in South-South cooperation. We can therefore not be passive participants in global decision-making. Financial restructuring, debt forgiveness, climate change, environmental and global health care.
But Majid, let's begin this way. Nigeria is participating at the BRICS Summit, for the first time since it joined as a partner country in January early this year. But what does this mean for the Tinubu presidency and Nigeria at large?
Yes, it's a good development with the way Trump has been flexing muscles about higher tariffs for imports and exports. I think the BRICS, which is countries of, like Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And with the addition of 9 other countries in January, as partners in January 2024, with Nigeria being one of those 9 countries, like Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Uganda, Kazakhstan, and some others. It's an opportunity to expand the trade frontier. And since Nigeria has that population, and we have the resources, the President Tinubu spoke about the challenges brought about by environmental degradation, climate change, financial and economical issues, as well as healthcare delivery issues, which a collaboration amongst these BRICS and the partner countries will actually be of help with the situation to reduce the burden. The President is saying that we don't have to always be going cap in hands. We can see that the least emissions comes from Africa,
exactly.
But then Africa suffers
impacted the most
more as a result of some of these emissions. So it's like a double jeopardy, which the BRICS is trying to resolve. Take, for example, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a country break away from South Africa. They called the Oni of Ife, went there recently and came back with a message to the president on areas where Nigeria and Kazakhstan
comparative advantage.
Yeah, comparative advantage. Also, the president came from St. Lucia to Brazil, where just 180,000 population or thereabouts, a lot of cultural and now diplomatic exchanges will be happening between Nigeria and St. Lucia, where, most of their culture, their trade, their tradition is almost close to, very identical to Nigeria. So a lot of exchanges can happen. You could see, you start seeing Nigerians going to that country now. So these are some of the opportunities that the president is going to, and you know, Brazil is also very good in agriculture. Yeah. So we are also looking at collaboration with agric, on agric with the BRICS countries.
I mean, we saw the Minister of Agric there.
Minister of Agric, yes. And you know, there. Thailand is also coming into the BRICS as a partner. You know, Thailand is very good with rice.
Yes.
Brazil also with cocoa and rubber. As well. So I think if we harness the opportunities provided by this country, and I know our president is a talk-and-do president, he won't just go there for jamboree.
Absolutely.
We want to come back with things that the ministers can follow up.
I mean, GKB, the president has called for reforms and equity in global governance. But how can Nigeria and Africa pursue some of the issues, you know, the president, you know, raised at the summit?
Three things. The first one, of course, is our ability to produce. It's fundamental to whatever we are signing. I keep telling people that until we start producing certain things, because we generate foreign exchange, we waste most of them on inanities, things that are only for the elites, like champagne and the rest. So whether we play as a big boy in the world market or not, the first thing is to start producing things that we do not need to import.
Okay.
Second, of course, is agriculture. Especially when we are talking about livestock. I was made to understand, listening to the Minister of Agriculture, that if you can get the Brazilian breed to Nigeria,
livestock,
that they can do, I think, according to him, like 300 tons of milk per day, compared to the cows that's coming in from Niger, Chad, and Republic of Benin. They can only do about 50 tons a day, or thereabout. I may be wrong, but it's more than what they can get. If you can do that, I will return the colonies that our forefathers started, like the Fashion Ranch, things like that, and then we bring this hybrid back into the country. We can simply stop importing milk extracts because we will start to produce them.
Absolutely.
So to me, that is fundamental. Because unless you control what you eat, you will always be a slave to other countries who control the food that we emphasis on.
Okay.
So that to me is key. And again, don't forget, BRICS is basically meant to ensure that the people of the Southern Hemisphere they can collaborate without relying.
South-South cooperation.
They can collaborate without needing to go to the dollar machinations. That
I mean, BKO, beyond speeches, I mean, what practical steps do you think Nigeria and Africa, you know, must do or take to ensure that their voices are no longer ignored, most especially on the global stage?
Yes, we have to be strategic, not just in communication, but in action. And the president made it clear by saying we cannot be passive participants in global decision-making on issues like debt relief, climate financing, and healthcare access. As far as the president is concerned, the low-income countries of the world, especially African countries, need support, need help. The bigger countries should be ready to offer help so that in our world there will be greater and sustainable development. So this was basically his message at BRICS, and I'm happy that our president was there and his voice was heard loud and clear. So the future is better for our country. Many people wish to see Nigeria fall because they do not like the person who is president. They will not see these things. They will not see some of the little milestones that we are achieving here and there. They will not see even the investments. If you read the latest IMF report about our country, yes, IMF expressed concern in some areas, but they were happy with the progress that we have made in critical areas. There are people who said the president has not achieved anything. All they need to do is go and read the IMF report. Yes, yes, it still won't stop people from saying that, oh, there is hunger in the land, this and that. But we do not exist in our world simply to put something in our bellies. There are other things that man must do beyond simply looking for food. And progress, advancements in technology and all that, they are not necessarily food related.
Okay.
So it can be really frustrating when you have an argument with people and they just ask you, how does this put food on my table? That's just a nonsensical remark. Once everything boiled down to food on the table.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, BKO.
Everything is food. How does it bring food to the table? How does it affect the price of rice? Everything, just food.
When they run out of arguments.
All right, BKO.
You people matter, don't tell me.
But anyway, it's a fine place for us to leave it, okay? BKO, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Appreciate you. I've really missed you again. Majid, thank you so much for doing this with us. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. GKB, as always, thank you so much for showing up.
Pleasure.
As always. Thank you so much. And also, that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Yes, you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We're on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.